collectible spot, we are having a look at the Diamond Select Lost in Space Minimates featuring Dr. Zachary Smith and Robot B-9. Danger, Will Robinson. Danger. This 2-pack. I'm really more excited for the Robot B-9, but to get a Zachary Smith too, that's kind of neat. This comes to us, of course, from the folks over at Diamond Select Toys. On the side of the package, we've got Dr. Smith. On the other side, B-9. And on the back of the package, now this was only a 2-pack, this wasn't actually released as a line. The read-up though says, the Class M3 Model B-9 General Utility Non-Theorizing Environmental Control Robot is the most important piece of equipment on the Jupiter 2 mission. In addition to running air and soil tests on the planets they visit, the robot can lift heavy objects and has numerous defensive features. It can also speak and play the guitar. Read up on Dr. Zachary Smith. Dr. Zachary Smith is a doctor of psychology, and an expert in cybernetics. Unfortunately, he is also an enemy agent, sabotaging the Jupiter 2 and causing it to crash on Priapus instead of reaching their destination near Alpha Centauri. While not overtly dangerous, his self-serving ways often cause trouble for the Robinson family. If you are interested in certainly checking out more, you can head over to Diamond Select Toys at www.diamondselecttoys.com. Spot's going to take himself a break. I'm going to get this open up, and when we come back, we are going to get a better look at Dr. Zachary Smith and Robot B-9. There's more heading your way. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Having a look at Dr. Smith. He definitely looks like he does in the show, and he looks really neat. Complete with his turtleneck collar, turtleneck sweater. He's wearing mostly all brown. Lighter brown in the slacks, and then the brown boots, brown top. But likeness, though, I think is there. I think, once again, Diamond Select did a great job on this Minimate. Now, his hair is removable, and surprisingly, he actually comes with 2 alternate heads. One is more the devilish kind of, he's plotting something. One is a more serious-looking face. And then the last face is more, I guess, the nervous face. You can swap them out just by unpegging the ball joint here on the head and switching them out. The thing what interests me though, and I'm surprised, is that his hair obviously removes. If I can just get the hair to actually come off here. The hair removes, but what I was going to say though is the underside, the backside of his head actually doesn't have an additional print. I'm surprised actually they didn't just put the alternate face on the backside of the head, because the hair covers it anyways. Though we will let's take the nervous face of Dr. Smith. We'll just pop that on and put the hair back on top of that. There's just a peg hole on the top, and his hair just pegs into there. But there you have Agent Smith, Dr. Smith. He does also come with a ray gun, just a little handgun. And we can peg it into his hand, like so. And there you have Dr. Smith. For your consideration, Dr. Smith also comes with a display base. And we just peg that into his leg, peg it into his foot, and there you have the Dear Doctor, looking very nice and very retro. By the way, articulation on Dr. Smith. He does have a ball joint in the head. Goes up and down, left and right. You can see that he has an extra piece in his collar where his turtleneck sweater is. It does hinder his up and down motion, but his left and right still works just fine. He does have ball jointed shoulders, so they rotate out, forward and back. Bend at the elbow, rotation in the hand, rotation in the waist. Legs go forward, back, bend at the knee, and a swivel in the foot. Dr. Smith, I'm going to give him a 7.5. Once again, fine work by Diamond Select, giving us really these properties that I would never expect to have ever seen a Lost in Space 2-pack. To get the Dear Doctor and especially the B-9 robot, dream come true. Moving him aside, let's have a look at the robot. Danger, Will Robinson, danger! He looks really neat. And once again, goes to show that you can really make a Minimate out of anything. It still uses the Minimate body. You can see that the Minimate standard torso is under there, and then they've just put the additional torso piece over top. The additional torso piece also has the robot head on top of that. But aside from that, you're still looking at standard Minimate pieces. They've added the extra piece in the leg, and then they've swapped out the feet for the main bottom section of the robot. It unfortunately means that you can't move his legs, but he really doesn't have legs anyways. He really looks neat though. He also has his claw hands, little gripping hands versus a regular Minimate hand. But the controls are all there. Everything that I loved about this robot in the Lost in Space show, the TV series, is really is captured perfectly as a Minimate. Very unlikely that they would ever approach the 90s movie remake of Lost in Space. But I always liked that robot too. More of a soft spot for the classic design of the robot, but very cool indeed. Now, he doesn't have as much articulation as the Doctor over here. His head does rotate, if you want to really call this a head. It just kind of moves. It does move up and down and still left to right. His arms are on ball joints, and they come out from time to time. You just kind of peg them back into place. But the arms move forward and back, a little hindered by the fact that you've got this extra piece here. It still has a bend in the hand, in the elbow area there. Rotation in the hand. The waist swivels, not a lot, just because of this extra piece here. This hinders some of the movement in the waist section. To some extent, you could say he does bend at the knee. I guess if you wanted the robot going out of control. But there you have the robot. For me, the reasoning to get this set is more so for Robot B9, but I like the inclusion of Dr. Smith as well. Robot B9, I am going to give him, just for how well they made this character into a Minimate, still astounds me. I'm going to give Robot a 9. Today's collectible spot, we're having a look at the Lost in Space Minimates. We're looking at Dr. Zachary Smith and Robot B9. Stay tuned, guys. Spot's going to have more collectible spots heading your way. Certainly more Minimate reviews heading your way as well. See you guys next time.